Welcome to Gaia's Love, a podcast of brief messages to help humanity bridge the gap to the new earth. My name is Vivienne Gerard. It is my delight to be a scribe for consciousness today, sharing the wisdom that flows through from Source. Here we go. Episode 283. It is Friday here in Cincinnati. It's warm, kind of gray, looks like it's going to rain, and then we are having a cold front move in, so it is going to be way cooler over the weekend. Fall is going to feel like fall here in Cincinnati. Yeah. Okay, where do we go today? It's funny, I've had several titles sort of pop up, and as I've been sitting here just tuning in, what I keep getting is just trust. Just trust. Just listen to the words that are going to flow through, and it's all going to be absolutely perfect. Which I think is the whole point of this episode. When things are busy and swirly and life seems to be throwing us up in the air and then putting us back down on the ground, and we don't know which way we were, which way we've landed, which way we're going, there is this sense that I've described in several different ways over this week that change is happening, and it's happening within us individually, it's happening within us as a collective humanity, it's happening within our planet. And as this change happens, things feel different or unfamiliar or new, confusing, perhaps actually frightening or overwhelming, perhaps just intense. If you've been doing a lot of your own healing and awareness, and you have a regular practice of meditation, and so this energy that you feel around you is moving, but you feel like that eye in the center of the hurricane, really still, really peaceful. It could just be a sense of intensity around you. Whichever way you fall into the experience right now of what's shifting for all of us, the trust, the ability to know within yourself that everything is okay, that everything that is happening is in perfect plan, perfect alignment, that your soul knew that you would have this experience of listening to this voice say these words at the time when you needed to hear them, that all of it's divinely guided. You are absolutely being held by your soul, by your consciousness, by this collective vibration of all of us in exactly the way that you intended to be. And when it feels more swirly, or when the doubt is really heavy in our moment, in our life, in our path at this time, we start to question everything. And it just lifts us up into this craziness, this confusion. And then everything becomes more intense and more confusing. And so my voice, my words, my vibration that I'm holding today is to simply say, it's okay, right where you are is so perfect. It's so good. You're not late, you're not early, you're not missing anything. You're exactly where you chose to be. And so if this moment right now is perfect, then the one that's going to unfold next is going to be just as perfect, even if it looks like it's still messy and confusing. And the day that you're going to have tomorrow is going to be exactly the day that you chose to have. Your mind might question everything and wonder, why does it look like this? Why couldn't it be this experience or that one? Why do I have to have this feeling? Or your mind is going to bring in all of these thoughts and doubts and ponderings, and Some of them might feel good and some of them might feel terrible. But if there's a way to keep coming back to that knowing, that steadiness right in the center of you that says, I chose today, I chose this moment, which means tomorrow when I'm in that moment, I chose that one also. And next week when I'm in that moment, I chose that one too. And so I'm just flowing in this alignment with exactly who I came here to be. And each choice that I'm making is putting me into a choice that's going to be different tomorrow. But that choice is perfect, whichever one it is that I choose today. All of them are perfect. Perhaps I'll give you an example. Some of the titles that I was pondering for today, because they're all wrapped up in exactly what I'm saying to you. The first one was, all possibilities are open. And as I was thinking that, I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds good. I would want to listen to that episode. All possibilities are open. Yes. Yes. Here's another one. Be patiently present. Because when I was sitting in my meditation and I was asking my guides, like, what is it I need to know today? There's so much happening. There's so many emotions for so many people. What is it that I most need to hear? And the first thing I heard was, be patient. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. Patience, that's so good. Immediately after that came the thought, be present. I'm like, oh, yeah, no, I need to be present. And then 5 minutes later in my meditation, it all came together. It was like, be patiently present. I'm like, yes, that's brilliant. That's so good. I should tell people all about being patiently present because that's what I'm working on. That's what I'm learning. And then sitting here, these words flowing through, what I keep hearing is like, trust, just trust, just trust, just trust. So I don't know. Will that be the title? I don't know. In this moment, I can say yes. But in the moment where I'm sitting in front of the computer and I'm putting a title to the podcast episode and anchoring that vibration into the computer to send that out to all of you, is that the word? Will those be the words that I know are the right words in the moment that I'm sitting creating that final package of it? I don't know. I don't know. But I know in this moment, that moment is already going to be perfect, and it's going to be exactly as I chose it to be. So the title will be perfect, and it will resonate, and it will call you in to listen to it because it's exactly the words that you needed to hear. And maybe I don't know them right in this second as I record the vibration to send it out to you, but the sealing of it, the closing of it, the bringing of all of that feeling and love right into that MP3 it's going to go into all these platforms and send out the signal to all of you. I know the words will be perfect. So instead of sitting here in my chair recording into my phone going, oh God, I hope it's okay. I hope what I'm sending is the right thing. Rah, 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 rah. Right in my mind, having all of this worry. Right, we just breathe it out. We just let the worry go and trust and know here in this moment. It's so good. And that next moment, it's so good too. So why would I sit in this moment right now and be afraid or worry or think I'm going to get it wrong or maybe I'm going to be late? No, it's perfect. It's perfect. Every single choice, every single moment, every single thing that we are doing is exactly as we designed it. The part that's the hardest for us to understand, here's the mind-blowing idea for you to take into your weekend. What is incomprehensible at a human level for us to sort of maybe kind of understand is that our soul understands and sees every single one of every single choice of every single moment we're going to experience here in this human body on planet Earth. Every single one of them. Our soul could see and identify and understand every single one of them before we ever came into the human form. Whoa! Right? Like, how about that for your mind to go, I don't understand. I don't understand. It's like that picture I've described before of Star Wars where the spaceship is like going through the tunnel of light and there's all these right? All these like light portals that are just blasting open and another one and suddenly that spaceship has arrived at some new place and then it's really still and it's just hanging in the center of the universe and all is well. that's that's kind of how our soul experiences this human journey. Before we decide to come into the human body, our soul's like, oh yeah, let me take a look. I'm going to see everything of every single everything, every choice of every moment that will ever exist in this human journey you're going to take down there on that little tiny blue planet we call Gaia. And the soul, in all of its infinite wisdom, is like, yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. Why don't you go do that thing that you do in the human form? And in a blink, in a tiny little blink, here we are in the human form, and now here you are in this moment, listening to these words, having that awareness of all that you've ever chosen. It had to be perfect for you to arrive here to be able to hear these words from my voice to your heart and feel the truth of what I know. And then have your own truth and your own experience that comes from hearing this truth. So really, there's nothing to be afraid of and there's nothing to worry about. And this moment is perfect. And the choice you make next is going to guide you into the next moment, which is going to be just as perfect. So the only thing to play with is which one feels better. Which choice feels better? Which choice feels like it's going to be more fun? Which choice feels like it's going to elevate your awareness, your joy, your play? Which choice is going to bring you more and more into that highest possibility that your soul offered you when all the choices were put out on the table before you came here? Your soul, your infinite consciousness, looking at all the options, I'm guessing, would say to you, pick the one where you're going to learn the most, expand the brightest, bring the most consciousness and love into humanity. Pick that choice. And then keep picking the next one and the next one and see what you can create in the human form. Because your soul already knows what you're here to do is spectacular. Beyond spectacular. Beyond majestic, beyond magnificent. Your soul is here to create and to love and to shine in a way that only your soul could do it. And so perhaps as you tune into that possibility, here in this moment as you hear my voice say it to you, something new gets sparked inside. And perhaps this message from your soul through my voice to you is a reminder. Pick the one that's going to bring you the most light, the most joy, the most expansion. Pick that choice. And know it's okay, whatever you decide, because it's already perfect. So, yeah, what's the title for the podcast? I don't know yet. But I know when I sit in front of the computer, I'm going to know, and it's going to be beautiful. And it will be exactly what it's supposed to be. And until that moment, I'm just going to enjoy the beauty of this one. So I send you such peaceful, beautiful love as we step into a weekend. And I will meet you back in this space on Monday. Thank you for tuning into this vibration of pure love. I invite you to join me in aligning with the optimal health of your mind, body, spirit in the virtual community of Viv's Energy Gym. You can learn more at mysouljourney.com. Let's take this message of Gaia's love out into all of our relationships and communities today. So much love from my heart to yours.